You know, I had uncles and cousins and people around me that was, alcoholics, drug abusers, not working, not doing nothing, just hanging out in life. And I use those tools. Then I used the advice from my grandfather and my uncle and people like that. And I use that to effectively work our program now, because if I went through it then, I can help a child navigate their way through now, because I have those same experiences they're going through. So I personally use those challenges I had in the past to marry up to what we're doing now. My name is Rodney Terrell Peltz Sr. I'm the CEO and Director of Mind Changers Incorporated. For his drinking and drugs and gambling and different things like that. I saw all that growing up. And in this neighborhood, actually, this is my street I'm finna turn down. It was crazy times back then, just kind of like it is now. And growing up in the western side of Tuscaloosa, they would always say, like, it's the worst side, it's the poorest side, and different things like that. And once I retired out the military and came home, and saw that the neighborhood really hadn't changed over 20 years, and things wasn't progressing like it should, that fueled my passion for doing stuff when we do in the community. And this is actually the house that I grew up in. This is my grandmother's house. My mom stayed there now. It's my grandmother's house, and that's what I grew up in. When I was young, a child, to now we got two houses on this side of the street that was torn down and still hadn't rebuilt, to having dilapidated housing, kids walking around with nothing to do, nowhere to go for real, and just in and out of trouble at all times. It was depressing, actually. So that's where my fuel and passion came from to start Mind Changers. I saw the plight of some of these young people, some of these young men, like say, the father's not in their lives, coming from some messed up backgrounds and social-economical statuses and different things like that. And it just drove something inside of me. For me, having all sons and knowing that this generation that's coming up face way more challenges than I did when I was coming up, I figured that it was something inside of me that I had to give them. I prayed about it and I asked God what to do, and that's where it comes from. That's where it started. It's a passion. It's a love. I started at West Lawn, and 3 years at West Lawn, I fell in love with not only the kids, but the staff, the administration, Ms. Brown and Ms. White, Dr. Limewater. They were some awesome people, and I saw the passion and drive that they had for the children, and I figured it was something inside of me that I had to give also. So that's why it was a great partnership, started with West Lawn and Mind Changers.
The partnership between Mind Changers and West Lawn Middle School has been very effective here at West Lawn Middle School. West Lawn Middle School has been able to become engaged with the mentors from Mind Changers to build relationship with our young male students here. Also, in building relationships with our young males here, they have been able to motivate our men, we'll call them men, academically and behaviorally. And also, they have been able to expose our young men to things that only a man can do.
Come in.
Yeah, Mr. Patrick, busy?
No, Trey, come on in.
All right, so I had this problem, but you think you can help me with it?
Our school is blessed to have Mind Changers. It's an awesome program to come into the schools to help our boys and girls. And we have so many different things that our boys and girls are dealing with today. I know it's not just this community, but other communities as well. But it's very difficult for our boys and girls to sit still in the classroom to do their assignments without knowing the basic skills, those basic soft skills of knowing how to carry themselves as young men and young women.
The first part of solving that problem is you came in here to us, so we appreciate that.
Mind Changers, it's just helped me with like developing communication skills and also opening up more and being a leader. When you need somebody to talk to, like there are good people like to talk to open up to and stuff, and when you help with certain problems.
Mind Changers helped me experience college life more so. We visited a couple colleges. I got a good look out on the college life.
Mr. Pelton and I came, he actually presented his project to us, and it was a perfect fit. It goes along, just aligned perfectly with our goals and our mission for our students, and to be great, to be their best, to make good choices, with the ultimate goal of going to college and pursuing post-secondary opportunities. So Mind Changers is the perfect fit for that.
I seen how the kids latch on to you, like how they actually look up to you if you continue to come and showing that you really care. So when I first seen that, I was like, oh, I really like doing this. So what can I do to make them better? My main thing is to be honest with them. If I'm honest with them, they can be honest with me. So a lot of times I come in here and I say, okay, fix your attitude. You need to fix your attitude, how you do this, how you go about that.
I knew very early on that I had a passion to give back to you, because when you see a lack in your community, you at some point as an individual creative outlet, you want to do something to change it. You want to be a part of a solution. You don't want to just keep seeing the same cycle go on and on and on. When you don't have a male presence in your household, for some of these kids, and you come from a single parent home where mom is the only one that's actually in the forefront, it's like culture shock when you see a male presence standing over you or giving dictatorship. Those are some of the issues that our young people have that need to be addressed quick, fast, on this in a hurry, because right now they're up under rapture. When you look at our African American males, they're being gunned down on the daily, and I think that's another issue that needs to be addressed, because if we don't have our black strong kings out here who can come back to our community and tell them, hey man, this is not the life for you. You're looking at 20 or 30 years for just you doing something so simple-minded and you're not processing the repercussions, that goes a long way.
But I would say to the youth the same thing I say every day. You're destined for greatness, and they all have a beautiful mind.
Well, I would say to our young people, be very careful what choices you make in life, because the choice that you make in life will affect your life for the rest of your life. So they need to be very careful to make positive choices in life. And also be able to help someone else who maybe have gone down the same path that you have gone down, and you learn a lesson, a lifelong lesson from that you can help someone else.
It just ended up being a relationship that I really never expected to grow and blossom as well as it has. We're certainly fortunate to have Mind Changers on our campus.
Invest in themselves. And I would also encourage them to take 5 before they make a conscious decision, because once it's out there, it's then life. And investing in yourself, everybody wants to be great. Be great. There's no substitution for the truth when you're being great. So just be great.
It started off with just mentoring for an organization. Then once I did, I seen how the kids latch on to you, like how they actually look up to you if you continue to come and showing that you really care. So when I first seen that, I was like, oh, I really like doing this. So what can I do to make them better?
Choices, we all have choices to make, whether good or bad, right or wrong. We're gonna make those choices. We're gonna have experiences. We're gonna make bad decisions. But it's not what we do, it's how we retrieve from that, how we recover from that. And if you can fall down and get up, that's good enough. Fall down, but get up. Keep pushing, keep going. You're built for greatness. God put us on this earth to be great. He put us as dominion over this whole earth. We are here to make this world great. And whatever we can do to make this happen, whatever we can do to put in our community that they need to know they're great, we're gonna do it. And don't stop. Just do not stop. I don't care where you come from, who your parents are, where you live. Don't stop. Keep seeking education, keep seeking knowledge, keep seeking understanding, because one day it's gonna pay off. You can believe that.